Hey, what's up everybody? BDF 44 coming at you another video. Alright, so I'm in North Hollywood. Now we're gonna see what's what. If they will allow me to actually clock in, or rather check in with a brand new contract, which is not something they actually allow. You know, I was able to go all over the city. As you guys saw in my last previous videos, I went all over Wilshire, all up and down LACC area, went downtown. I've been everywhere, man. I ain't did this much moving around in years, really. Like, you know, someone who's in isolation a lot of the time stays in his house. There ain't no reason to really be doing all this. But today, since I had free time, given the fact that I had to literally leave my stuff underneath the stairs in the lobby, which is like the worst possible thing I could have done for myself, since I don't have but that's all I got in the world. So this has been a day that has yet to be determined just exactly how good it is, because if I go back in there and my stuff is gone, it ain't that great of a day. And if they don't allow me to spend the night there tonight and get a new contract, it ain't that great a day. But at least, at the very least, my financial happenings are very much in place for me to have somewhere to lay my head. They got a bunch of motels down Lancashire. I checked about 4. There were 4 I counted just on the bus alone. So it's like a hotel motel row. So if anything, there will not be a problem for me to get myself into one of those places unless they don't take cash. This place forces cash upon you. Other places don't want you to use cash at all. So it's like, whoa, I really need this to work out. But so far everything has worked out. I'm very happy to say that I got my body wash, and I can tell you that I showered very much, but my body wash has been on basically water for the last day and a half. So for those who think I'm happy with that, no. But it's better than having no shower, and I respect that heavily, especially today. I'm glad I had the temperament I had today, man. I'm glad this wasn't Tuesday, y'all. That's what I'm really honestly here to say. God was very good to me. Gave me all them comforting dreams. Gave me all them good thoughts. You know, my mom was in the dream, auntie in the dream, all the other aunts was in the dream. Everybody was in the dream. You know, I told y'all this morning that just people I was praying for popped up in my head. One of them who had passed away popped up in my head. I felt the energy of my father yesterday. I forgot to tell y'all that. My dad came through. Like, I felt so many different spirits that have come and basically should let me know that they're with me over the last 24 hours. People wouldn't even believe what I've perceived, man, in that regard. But I think that's the whole thing. It's like, because I do a lot of what I do alone, and because I'm such a spiritual person, and because I'm so crazy, it just allows me to perceive all of these things. Even if nobody else would believe it, it doesn't matter, because it literally comforts me. And you know, the timing thing and all of that. So this has been so far I've actually had a really good day. There wasn't a whole lot accomplished, but the most important thing for me, I can argue even beyond having my things still there, is being able to submit the information for GR. Because once you have that, then you can actually you can claim income. And once you can claim income, then you can find yourself a place, a permanent one. You can get in programs that allow for you to replace some of the stuff that I'm ultimately losing. So, you know, it's like the most important thing was to submit what they need for GR. And then they can put me in whatever work program they want to until the psychological process goes through, or whatever they want to do with that. So I'm tired, but I'm not out of it. And there still may be a lot of movement to do, but at least I know I'm not leaving this side of town. I ain't getting back on the train tonight. The worst comes to worst, I can hop in an Uber to one of those hotels, motels, take all my stuff to one of them hotel motels if I don't want to leave it in storage or something like that. Not storage, but in their little closet if they don't allow for it. I can just Uber it over there, and then tomorrow I'm gonna Uber it back, you know what I mean? Or take 2 trips. Shoot, it ain't nothing to take 2 trips. For me, honestly, it's not. But I'm letting God sort all that out, man. I'm not worried too much about whether or not they're gonna give me the contract. The most important thing was not knowing if they had any path to allowing people to renew. Like, if they would have said, yo, you have to be gone for like 4 or 5 days, which they may still say, that could be a horrible thing. Now, obviously my name and my information is in the computer, but they only accept cash. So it really just comes down to them either allowing me to stay here tonight and start the new process of another contract, or them saying no. So I don't think I deserve to hear no, man. I really don't. When I feel like I feel right now, and I've been through all I've been through, the Lord's been doing all this and that and the third, I just don't think I deserve to hear no. But maybe that's what's best. I don't know. I do expect I'll probably have a different room though, but that is, I don't really care. I'm not gonna lie to you. I mean, I do. I want the room that I had, but I also just the same think that that's the least of what I should be concerned with. And so I'm not. It's not like that's part of my mental health thing. That's a good thing. I'm not one of those people like I need the same thing. I don't have, you know, that type of mental health concern. I can have another room. I just felt very comfortable in that one, but I think that one was meant for the 3 weeks that I was in it. So for all I know, it's a whole nother path for a whole nother room. But I can tell you, man, now I can at least say I checked out all the links that were given to me by Miss Vivas, Tanya, my psychiatrist. You know, and I went and saw another psychiatrist, even though she didn't really get to treat me. I at least understand that I can't have 2 cases open at once, which is really, really silly, California. When you consider that some of us need multiple psychiatrists, bro. We really do. And you're telling me I can't have 2 cases open? It's because of the money, huh? Because you don't want to have to pay for 2 different people with our Medi-Cal. You don't give a shit about our mental health, do you? No, you do not. So that's really what I've come to understand. They don't care nothing about our mental health, man. They're more so concerned about how much stuff it's going to cost. And if they got to pay 1 psychiatrist, they sure ain't about to pay 2. And I think a lot of people who don't have a lot of money are really simple in mind. They don't realize I'm a whole case study. I probably need a whole team to follow my brain to figure out what the hell's wrong with me. You're gonna need, I'm serious when I say that. It's probably gonna take a whole team to actually properly diagnose this brain. So I just know that I'm not gonna get the help I need. It's not coming. That's why I do my channel. And I'm my own psychiatrist, man. I'm self-diagnosing basically on this channel. So, you know, I've come to terms that there are a lot of things wrong with me. But at the end of the day, I don't understand the brain. And if there's something chemical going on or something like that, trauma doesn't tell the story. So we made some breakthroughs. So, man, God is good, man. I'm telling you. My uncle now knows what happened when I was 2. I thought he always knew. He didn't know. My mom didn't tell them that. And that's the thing. I got a little frustrated about that because my mom would tell them all the stuff I did wrong, but she wouldn't tell them the root of why I was. It's like, Mama, they don't know why I didn't want to go to school. You just kept telling them I didn't want to go. Like, Ma, clearly I had something wrong there. Clearly something happened. But, like, I guess she was ashamed of it or something. I wasn't. You know, if y'all follow me, y'all know I ain't ashamed of nothing. I told y'all details what that woman did. Twice on this channel. This was what it was, man. We all don't get to enjoy the fruit of a happy babyhood. I ain't gonna say childhood, because my childhood was great, but 2 years old, etc. But you know, I mean, just at the end of the day, man, nobody's perfect, man. Nobody's perfect. Not even the woman that did that. Obviously, she had her own mental health concerns. That's why she did what she did. But I can tell you, I ain't passing nothing like that to nobody else, man. I can tell you that. The way my crazy works, I don't want to be around too many people for too long. But I don't know. I know I don't have all my food. That's another thing. It's like, okay, that food, some of that had been refrigerated. All that bread, it had been refrigerated. Now I had to take it out of the fridge. I should have left that out of the fridge. That's what I should have did overnight. But I put it in the fridge overnight, and now it's been out for hours. So I don't know if that stuff is any good. Hopefully it ain't mildewed or nothing like that. Sitting under them, sitting underneath that thing. But you know what? Also, what makes me feel a little better about that is I had frozen waters in there. So maybe they could have kept it cool, you know, kept the temperature at least kind of reasonable there. But yeah, man, I decided to walk down Kittredge instead of going down whatever the heck that street is over there, because there's a part of that sidewalk that just ain't sidewalk. If y'all notice in the videos, I had to go out basically almost into the street just to walk. So you learn your lesson, man. You don't do that. You make sure you go somewhere where there's full sidewalk, safety purposes, especially when you're dealing with as much as I'm dealing with. I don't need nothing extra. So yeah, man, I think we made some breakthroughs, man. All I really need is these people to offer me another contract, give them the money that's already here. I didn't get, you know, nothing happened, so I was able to keep what I had, and I'll be able to hand that to them now upon their request. And that's the thing. You really gonna turn down money? That's what I'm asking. Y'all really gonna turn down money? Because I'm telling you right now, you turn me away, I'm not gonna promise you I'm coming back. That's gonna be something I consider as I'm trying to figure somewhere else to go. But y'all turn me away. So, especially when I'm about to tell them that I have nowhere else to go. So it's like, if they hit you with the, hey Brandon, we know you checked out today. It's like, yeah, I know. And I need to check back in because my butt ain't got nowhere to go. So that's what I'll say if they say that. But I'm not gonna be sitting up here saying, yeah, I left my stuff down here. No, my little idea is to tell them, if they ask, why do you have your stuff in the lobbies? Because I came a little earlier and wasn't able to check in due to not having the cash. So I had to go get the cash, come back, and it took several hours to earn that. That's my little lie. I don't want to tell a lie, but I got one loaded up for them just in case they want to know why my stuff is there. They weren't gonna let me put it in a room until I paid them, right? There you go. So I'm an honest person, but this is one of the situations where I don't see no damn choice. And if I don't see no damn choice, then I'm gonna have to pray about it and then proceed to do what it is I have to do and just ready for the karma that comes with lying. So it's better than having stayed in there, knowing that the contract was about to expire, and then having them knock on my door asking me why I ain't left, and then proceed to ask them to let me see if they can give me another contract without even pulling my stuff out. At least I did them the courtesy of following their rule to the best of my ability until it was just, until I couldn't anymore. And so that's really what it is. But I cleaned out their room. I let them get in there and do what they need to do in their room. Hopefully to replenish that toilet paper. But I do have a roll, believe it or not. I keep a roll with me in my suitcase. I just thought about that before I left the other side of town. Like, yo, at least keep one roll of toilet paper here, because you do not want to be in a situation where, even if you're on the street, you want to have your own roll of toilet paper. And your Bible. Those are two things I must have. I know, it's strange, but I'm not the biggest Bible person, but I can tell you that it really does help to be able to at least have some type of source from which to go. She would have run me over. That woman would have run me over. If I'd have stepped out there like I was due to, she was going to run me over. And now she wants to do a U-turn. Gotta love it. So anyway, yeah. Not everybody knows how to drive, and they shouldn't be giving licenses to everyone. That is what I need to say right there. Anyway, nevertheless, my God is good regardless of what happens next. I'm pretty certain that all of this is blessed. Like I said, I got my shower, my body wash, which was something I was living without. And if y'all know me at all, which most of you probably don't, I don't do the whole skipping showers. I don't do the whole don't have soap. I don't do that. This is the first time in many years where I didn't have no body wash but the little last that I had poured water into. You know, you try to pour water into it, and the end of it, and you shake it up. I had done that at least 4 times because I didn't want to spend any money on a body wash because I just saved it for everything else that was coming. So it's like, yo, I went and got that. I went and got that, and I got a big one too. So there shouldn't be no issue with that for at least another 3 weeks to a month, regardless of where I'm at. So yeah, man, I know where resources are. If things go absolutely left and I end up on the street, I know where I can shower. The place I used to live on certain days. So it's okay. You can go if you like. I'll wait it out since I'm holding my phone. And the other lady almost ran me over when she turned the corner. I'm gonna let this lady go first. I don't care if it's my right of way or not. You go. But yeah, I got little butterflies, man. A little worried about whether or not they're gonna let me spend the night here and what all has to happen if they don't. Particularly with my stuff and with the finances, because at the end of the day, some of these places ain't cheap. And you need a certain amount to be able to get in this place for the rest of the week. So I know my uncle said he was going to help me with some more money that hasn't cleared yet. And I got enough to get myself in there tonight, wherever I have to go tonight. But tomorrow, depending on how much it costs tonight, may not necessarily get me back into this place tomorrow. So I just got to live with that. And I'm starving, so I kind of want to get something to eat because I know I don't have all of my meal. Everything that I would otherwise eat is not there. I got rice, but I don't have any lettuce. I got apples and bananas, but I don't have any of my little salad things. So I kind of want to go to Target and get that, but I kind of don't. I probably should wean off of that because it does have a lot of egg in it, and it has been giving me problems today. I ain't gonna hold it, y'all. It just is what it is. But you know, we like what we like, man. What I really want is my fajitas, man. This stuff is $20, man. But that's what I've had a taste for the whole time. And so it's been amazing how I haven't really craved any weed, though. I ain't craved no weed, man. This whole process over the last week or so, week and a half, I ain't want no weed. it's been one of those situations where I just like, man, my sober mind, even though I don't really like being sober, and you see all these ups and downs I've been going through being sober, at the end of the day, I'm just kind of getting to a space where it's like, I don't need it, man. I don't need it. Never really did. It's gonna burn money. Once I have money, then I might want to take on leisures like that again. But as far as it easing my stress, my psychiatrist is right. Very few strains really ease my anxieties. The only reason why I would ever be eased in those circumstances is because I had the safety of my isolation. Outside of that isolation, it's opposite. So why would I want to compound that with something that's going to potentially make me more anxious? That's what I learned when I was doing that video that night where I turned off the light I told you guys about. Probably like week 1 here. I was having a really anxious night about things. I don't remember exactly what it was, but it had something to do with this living situation. And, you know, I'd only hit one or two hits, and it made me feel real jittery and real anxious. So as far as I could tell, this is just an era I don't smoke. Just like when I worked at down there at the marina, I didn't smoke at all when I was working at the marina. So this is just another one of those, and it's good for me because my sinuses get to clear up, my brain gets to regenerate. Whatever brain cells have been deteriorated by the weed, which it does, and you know, that's pretty much it. So I'm all right, man. I'm gonna try to be anyway. We'll know soon when I get in here and these people offer me something or don't, or my stuff ain't under there and not in one of these dudes' stores. I hope one of them dudes put it in stores though, so that they just get it out the way. Cause I'm, you know, I don't know. They probably won't want to touch nobody's stuff though. But you know, this is it, man. This is it. This is a moment of truth. We're gonna see if the Lord really want me to stay here, or if this was the end of this place and now I gotta find another way to go. But I can tell you, this place is probably the cheapest one in regards to this. Anything else is super expensive in comparison. $90 a day, $100 a day. I wouldn't be able to hold that down for very long. So, but at least we know we got my GR paperwork, the finances submitted. The lady called and told me what to submit, and I submitted it the same hour, man. I didn't wait at all. Hopefully I submitted everything correct. They wanted my name to be on the Fidelity account, and Fidelity doesn't have anything on their access that allows you to show your full name and what is there. They show your nickname, which happens to be my initials, which I hope they will accept, and then I showed them a screenshot of my full name, which was in Fidelity, but it didn't show both what is in there and the name at the same time, which is what they ultimately demand. Now, if they deal with enough people who have these type of accounts, they'll know that, because Fidelity is the same for everybody. And unless you use your full name as your username, which a lot of people probably don't, then it's not going to be a good thing. But at least I didn't put like Juicy 5 or something like that. It's BDF, so that is my initials and so on and so forth. So hopefully they accept that, and hopefully I can get my same room, man. I really do want 115. It was a very comfortable room for me, but if they offer me something else, I'll be pleased to take that. Hopefully they didn't give away all the non-air conditioned rooms. That would suck, man. Because then I have to pay extra to be in an air conditioned room, and I don't need an air conditioned room. Even when it was hot as hell, I didn't need an air conditioned room. I have a fan, got my freezing water, and it kept money in my pocket. So if they offer me anything at all, I want it to be just right. So this has been an active day. I can tell you this, man. I ain't felt too much anxiety on the day as far as going around doing all the stuff that I used to feel like I would have anxiousness about, walking down the streets like that. I'm so far away from that at this era of my life, and I'm very thankful that I took them long walks in Lenox to ensure that was possible, man. So that's what I got to say, man. We're here. Wish me luck. BDF 44. Thank y'all.